right, now we're good to go. All right, welcome everybody to your session. Today's topic is 5 questions. Now you might have done this before with me on a Sunday training, but for those that did not, this is going to be your time to really open up and find out who you are and who you really need to be next to. Because it's in the next space, we're going into 2000, and it's still the beginning of the year to me. It's still the beginning. I don't know about you, but it's still the beginning of the year. So as it is still the beginning of the year, we've got to still focus on our goals. And so I created this short presentation so that you can pull out pen and paper and really focus on answering these 5 questions, really honestly answering these questions for yourself. We have access to so much in trading. So we're not talking about trading, Forex, support and resistance tonight. You've done enough of that. You did that already, right? Now it's time to focus on you, the man or the woman that you are. How are you going to elevate and get yourself to the next level? Because honestly, there's a lot of people that are going through a lot of great things right now, but there's also a lot of distractions going on in life too. And we're being put into situations we've never had to be put in before. And as I approach this presentation, I really want you to know, I already know in my spirit that you will be moved. You will be moved, and you're going to get to the point where you are going to now just start reflecting more on you and your money. Okay. So we're not going to be on here forever tonight. Anthony, I want to welcome you. I know you're one of our newest members. Typically on Wednesdays, we have a class, 45 minutes to an hour, that typically works on us. That typically works on us as a woman or a man, entrepreneur. Okay. Sometimes we have some trading courses. Sometimes these are these kind of courses that are necessary. And I feel no matter what, I don't want to overload you too much with Forex stuff. But at the same time, let's get to the core of who we are. Okay. So again, I want to welcome, I am your Money in Minutes mentor. I am going to go through a couple of questions, and I really want you to write these questions down. And then I want you just to take 7 seconds to answer it. No need to think hard, but the first thing that typically comes to mind, I want to make sure that you're being able to answer it. So, Anthony, Lester, I know Maureen already has pen and paper because it's part of her hand. So I already know she already has it. So please put a 1 in the chat box if you have your pen and paper ready. Because I'm going to be doing this exercise with you. If you've got pen and paper already ready in the chat box, let me hear from each of you that you're ready. You're prepared. We can't gloss over these times. We can't gloss over this moment. All right. Anthony, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Lester, are we ready? All right, he's ready too. Angel, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I will make sure that this replay is on, so you guys can always go back into the Facebook group and check this out. All right, and I will record it. Since it is being recorded, I will make sure that it is in our FX Trading Lounge YouTube page. All right. Much of my discussions over the last 20 years have been about real estate, but at the core, most of what God has sent me to do is to teach. So however that's packaged up, teaching to help somebody get into a house, get out of a house, help their credit, maybe help them be a better business owner, give them some simple tips to go through business, coaching as well. So we can talk about that later on how that may look and how that may be a benefit to you for us to work together as well. All right, so 7 seconds. We only have 7 seconds to answer these 5 questions. Here we go. First question. Number 1, if money was not an issue, what would you be doing? Only one answer. Only one answer is needed. If money was not an issue, what would you be doing? You only got 5 questions.
Write out the question and the answer, or just the answer?
If it's helpful for you, I think it would be best if you write the question out and then you answer it. So I put it up here just so you can not forget what the question is. Don't think too hard. I know it could be multiple things that you can do, but be crystal clear with what is it that you would be doing. Money is already in the bank. You've already made your millions, billions. What would you be doing? All right. You ready to move on? I'll give you 60 more seconds to wrap up. I need you to be forward thinkers now. Forward thinking means you're already looking in the future. Like we've talked about before, how you can manifest things in the future. Children can manifest what they want to be, and they're running around the house and doing whatever they want to do in a tutu, boots, and a visor on. They see that they are a fireman. They see that they are a ballerina. They're in the same living room with you and they have the same outfit on, but they already see in their mind what it is. I need you to jump into your future and dream for a second. 30 more seconds. LaPortia, we are just answering the questions. 7 seconds. 7 seconds to answer 5 questions. And the first one is, if money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing? 15 more seconds. First thing that comes to mind.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
First thing that comes to mind. Don't think, just one thing. One thing. Okay. Anthony, you good? Make sure you give me a 1 if you are complete with your answer.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you. Lester, are you good? Morita, are you good? Beautiful.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. You feel good? How do you feel about that?
About the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right.
I already have my answer.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Was your answer anything to do with the occupation of what you do right now every day?
No.
No.
I figured that. Anthony, how about you?
No.
It typically is not. It typically
No.
is not. So the reason why that is because we've been conditioned to be brought up to make money, get out of school. As soon as you get out of school, your job is to do what? Hurry up and get a good job. And if it's a good government job, awesome. That way you can have benefits and you'll have the rest of your life to live sweet. So the conditioning was taught at a very young age, just go get a daggone job. Just go get a job. No one ever said or really embraced, well, Anthony, what do you really want to do when you grow up? Because someone probably laughed at that. And probably someone said, Marita, you probably can't do that. You want to go ahead and get a job first, right? I know I've been told that. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I don't know why. Love dogs, love kids, love that. But I'm not working anything in that field. But that's just what I saw on TV. I was conditioned to think that everyone should be in a doctor's position, a lawyer's position. I didn't know anything else. So whatever it is typically what you wrote on there is your gift.
Wow.
What you wrote is your actual gift that you should be doing. That's what you should be focusing on.
Mhm.
Money is not an issue. You're flowing in it, so you don't have to work real estate. You don't have to do the 9 to 5 job. You don't have to work for the government. You aren't flowing in your gift. So that's the reason why number 1 is super important. So we identified it, and that's what your focus should be. Money in minutes, when we created that theme, you all think it's just a joke. But if we're showing you in a short period of time how to make money, you got to believe it first. You got to believe it first that it's already yours and you're already in the future focusing on whatever your number 1 is, money in minutes. If I'm focusing on doing this right, then I can get to that right there. I can get to my number 1. So don't lose focus of whatever your gift is, whatever you wrote down. Do not lose focus of that for the rest of our life. That is what we need to be focusing on every single day. And I mean, be a maniac about it. Be a maniac about it. Be very vigilant about it. Okay. Are we ready to move on to number 2?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Now, number 2. Remember, you got 7 seconds. I'll give you a little bit more. Just think about it. It's 2022. It's 1 year from now. What 5 things have you already finished? It's 1 year from now. It's time for you to focus in the future some more. Stay there. What 5 things have you completed in this last year? Go. It's already done. Money's not the issue. You just completed it because you said you wanted to get it done. Don't think hard. Just what is it that happened? You got 5 of them. Wow. That's good. That felt good writing that one out. Angel, I hope you're writing these out with us. I hope you're writing these out with us. We're on number 2 right now. We're focusing on the future. This is our time. We're not focused on what's on TV right now. We're not focused on what emails are popping up right now. We're focusing on us right now. It's 2022, exactly 1 year from now. All the things you said you wanted to get done this year, some things happened, some things didn't. What are 5 things that you completed? 60 more seconds, and we'll talk about it. Hey, Darla.
Hi, Lorie.
I'm on the loose again, Darla. 30 more seconds. You have accomplished 5 things. It could be more, but these are the top things that's been pressing on you to get done. All right, guys, throw me a 1 in the chat box if you've already completed yours. Ladies popping up fast, huh? I'm feeling the stretch right now, so I'm not rushing you. I'm not rushing you on this because this is important. Anthony, you like that? You like your 5?
Yes.
Okay. So out of those 5, thank you for sharing, you guys. Out of the 5, can someone tell me, does anything relate to your number 1?
Oh, yes.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Your gift is waiting on you. The world is waiting on you. Waiting on you. And somehow it's not your determination, but money seems to be at the core of the daggone problem. Money seems to be at the core of what you're trying to get done. Okay. So if anybody wanted to share theirs, that's fine. When we finish up, I'll go. And if anyone wants to share, we're family. So if you want to share, that's fine. But I want you to know that whatever you wrote down, once again, they typically have nothing to do with what you do for a 9-to-5 check. Everything is on here on my list. It's not what I do in real estate. Not at all. So these are the 5 things that you've done. These are the 5 things you've completed. Let's move on to number 3. How do you guys feel about your number 2? You got to look in the future now.
I feel good.
Oh, good. All right, good. I want you to feel good. I want you to be able to say that when you wake up in the morning and actually take a look at what you need to get done for the day. Everything should be, you're feeling great. You should feel amazing when you wake up in the morning, because you're focusing on these things instead of the money. All right? God's going to make room. The world is waiting for that, but I get it. The problem is we think we got to hold on to the money. Got to hold on to the money. And if I hold on to the money, then more money will come. But God didn't put you here. He put you somewhere else to be a blessing to someone else. And I guarantee you what's going to happen is doors are going to open automatically as soon as you stop holding on to the daggone 9-to-5. When you get rid of the 9-to-5 and you just jump out on faith and say, God, I know you got this covered. I don't know what it's going to look like tomorrow, but I trust your steps. I trust your steps. And as soon as you move to that next level and you start moving in your gift, guess what's going to happen? The right people are going to come your way. Trades are going to start popping off. More opportunities in investing is going to come your way. You're going to get more opportunities and more doors, and more people are going to now be present because you showed up. Okay? So just remember that. I remember when I was nervous. I used to be a mortgage loan officer, and I used to be super nervous about getting into real estate, because going into real estate to me was, I'm losing my benefits. I'm losing my check that I get every 2 weeks. And now everything's just going to be on me. But everybody was saying, Lorie, you're great. You're already doing it anyway. Just go ahead. You can be a great real estate agent. And it took me a minute just to make that decision because I was so attached to this. I was so attached to the dollar that I wasn't understanding my gift. I wasn't recognizing my gift. As soon as I did that, I stepped out on faith, and what caught up with me were customers. Customers were now coming all the way. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that you wanted to work with me. As soon as I released and stepped into what I'm supposed to be doing at that appointed time, then all the opportunities came, and I haven't fell. I haven't fell. You're not going to fall is what I'm trying to say. You're not going to fall if you step out on what you're supposed to be doing. Don't cry. Don't cry. It gets better. But now this recognition is all about you. This recognition day is about you. These 5 questions are about you, recognizing that you are not walking in your gift, and you've got to complete this before you leave this earth. And we don't know when that day, we don't know when that time is. We have no idea when that time is. But before you leave this earth, you have got to share that gift, and somebody is waiting on you. Somebody is waiting on you. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm like, Maureen, I know we have some connection. I already know that. Countrywide was all good. Countrywide was good to me. All right, so let's move on to number 3. Number 3. When do you normally stop when things get tough? And this is a multiple choice. Number 3 is a multiple choice. When do you normally stop when things get tough? A, just about when you daggone near start. B, halfway in. C, are you're almost done, you get a little tired and you close the book up and you're just like, I'm moving on to something else. 75% in. D, you complete everything, no matter how long it takes. You complete everything, no matter the time, no matter how long it takes you, whether it's a short period of time or long time. Be honest with yourself. This is a reality check. When do you normally stop when something gets tough? If you answer D, I want you to reflect on, I mean, everything. You start a book and you finish it. You start a class and you finish it. Be honest. You guys got your answer? Put a 2 in the box when you have your answer. Put a 2 in the chat box when you got your answer. All right. We're moving along, moving along. Good, good, good. Okay. This question is a reflection on how hungry are you? This question is all about your hunger. No judgment, no shade, but it's an awareness. These questions are just an awareness. If you've got number 1, you got to take care of. If you've got number 2, that's got to be done. When things start getting tough and shaken up and I'm not sure about how this is and oh, this seems foreign to me, do you stop altogether or do you remember your answers to number 2? Because if we answer A or B, then it's going to be very difficult to get to our number 2 here. It's going to be very difficult to get to number 1 and 2 because we give up. Now, again, if the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's what they say. Well, whatever that means, you have to always reflect back to how important is this for me to finish? Who's going to be affected if I don't finish this? That's the bigger question, is what is the downfall if I don't finish this? Because my whys are written everywhere in my office. I've got it. And if I don't do it, I'm going to get pissed off at myself and I'm going to feel bad. How do you feel when you're not completing your task? Are you just like, oh, well, it's no big deal? If it doesn't push you to the point where it's making you cry, then those whys obviously are not strong enough. Those whys aren't big enough. And you may want to readjust it. Because if you're doing it for your family, your grandchildren are looking to do better, I want you to think about this when it's time for you to quit. When times get rough, this is anything. For example, when entrepreneurs typically come into I Am Mastery Academy, they already have a job. They might have a family. They may have husband, wife, children. So you already have some things that are already pending on the table. Already pending. So then here comes I Am Mastery in this wonderful group that's teaching you how to make money in minutes. Great. All you got to do is really dedicate 1 hour a day. 1 hour. Okay. Where am I supposed to find that? Okay. Well, if you want this bad enough, you submitted $235 or so just to get started. I figured you want to complete this task. When the going gets tough, you don't need to call me. You don't need to call Dan and say, you know what, I'm going to withdraw. Things are getting a little tough at home right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw. Most of the time, I don't get that call. I just see somebody just kind of disappear, and it's okay. Life happens. People handle things different. But what I want you to now be aware of is when that time comes up, now that you know what you know your number 1, if money wasn't an issue, what you would be doing. You know your number 2s as far as these are things I can complete. When it comes time, when something is tough, I want you to look into your grandbaby's face. You look into your daughter's eyes. You look into your husband or wife's eyes and say, you know what? I got a little tired and I got a little lazy and I didn't feel like going through the course. So I stopped. So I know we were supposed to go to Aruba and I know we were supposed to buy that house together, babe. And I know we were supposed to fund that investment account, but I got tired. What do you think a child will do? Like a child is going to look at you like, but you told me to keep going, Mom. But you told me I got to keep doing my homework. So I got to get better. So I need whoever's on your why list, I need you to look them in the face and say, I'm giving up. I'm only doing 25% because I'm tired. It's not going to work. Children are resilient, but I want you to understand, what is that going to feel like if you have to tell a child, you know what, I was going to send you to private school, but I'm going to need you to stay in this public school because mommy got tired. Daddy got a little tired. In anything that you do, I want you to reflect back on, when do I give up? Am I giving up on them? Or am I giving up on my number 2 here? It's a combination. So be very careful when you dismiss yourself from anything that's helping you grow. You guys follow me? Anything that's putting you in position to grow, you can't let off of the brakes. You cannot. Anything that's in personal development, anything that's dealing with money, investing at this point, we are at the best peak of getting into anything putting us in the shift of being a millionaire. The wealth is all right here. Just need to walk into it. So Number 3 should be an accountability for you on when do I typically stop? And if you answer D, I really want you to really be honest and see, is that something I really do? Do I finish everything? Number 4, are we ready? What or who are you committed to when it gets tough? Number 4, who are you committed to when it gets tough? Basically, who is on that why list? Who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for your children? Are you doing this for your husband, your wife, your community? Who are you doing your accomplishment for? Who are you committed to when it gets tough? When it gets tough, who's there with you? Who's there with you? Okay. And it could be a what? What are you committed to when it gets tough? My dad is who I'm committed to. My dad and my mom. Because I look at it where they did what they had to do when I was a young child. Still to this day, I guess they still feel the responsibility of baby girl. But things are going to be changing soon. And as they took care of me when I couldn't walk, I couldn't feed myself, they were committed to me when things were tough, right? They were committed to making sure that my health was up to date. I had clothes. I was in a home. I got the right education. They were committed to that. As time goes on, they're not going to be in the same kind of capacity to do all those things. So who's going to be able to do that? What does that take? That's going to take time and money. And if I'm just working a job for money, I don't have time. So if I have to take time off to take care of my parents, where is that time coming from? If I'm so committed to the dollar, I can't get off work. You got to be able to work in your gift so that the money is there and you can take care of who you're now committed to. Your parents, maybe your children need you most. Your grandchildren need you. Okay. So this is your biggest why, mine or my parents. Because I want to make sure I'm giving back to them financially. And hey, I can jump on a plane to Atlanta or to Panama where my mom is right now, and it's not a problem. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're ready to move on to our last one. Y'all are doing great. Y'all are doing great. Last one here. Number 5, who are 5 people that are your cheerleaders? Who is beside you no matter what? Who's telling you to keep going? Who's telling you great job? 5 people. 5 people. Now this one may get a little frightening because you would think most of those cheerleaders are in your family. Nope. Nope, they're not. This is an awareness where most people think when they're starting a business, I'm going to go to all my family and friends and tell them about this new business or this new investment platform that I'm in. Wrong. Hate to be it, busting your bubble, right? They're not your cheerleaders. They know what you did last weekend. They know what you did when you were 16 years old. They know all the stuff about what we do. They're not our cheerleaders per se. They're not our cheerleaders. You're typically going to find your cheerleaders outside of the workforce. You're going to find your cheerleaders outside of the church. You're going to find your cheerleaders outside of your spouse. And you're going to find them outside of your family. So the core is when a lot of people are starting their businesses or they're starting talking, Darla, for example, when I shared with you, hey, you got about 50 people that you may want to think about who's going to be on your first webinar. Who's going to be on your webinar that's all about money and enhancing their money? You want to think, my family, I definitely want to bring them up, but you know what family's doing? Critiquing, hating, talking about, well, you were just a counselor just the other day, and now all of a sudden you're a Forex expert. No. Never said I was a Forex expert. Just trying to bring you along so that we all don't have to be back there. Trying to bring you to where I am. Some will come, some will not. So your 5 cheerleaders, I can pretty much guarantee you might have one family member on there, but the rest are people that you have met outside of jobs. Yes or yes? You've met them outside of your family as well.
That's true.
So don't get concerned about, well, Lorie, everyone said no to the presentation. Everyone? A perfect stranger will be your best client. I met all of you, and you all are a perfect stranger to me. Some of you. You all are engaged. You're doing what you have to do. There's no way in the world I could try to think that my cousin would respect me the same way as you all do. There's a different level of respect. So I want to share something with you. When you are talking to other family members about this business, you are an investor. Remember that. At the core, you are an investor. You don't have to get too involved with, well, we do this and we've got apps for this. Don't get involved with all the details, because when you're talking to someone, they need to feel it. They need to feel the emotion of, why is this important for me, Darla? Why is this important for me, Anthony? But if I'm sharing a story on, listen, a couple of days ago, my group and I were together. We actually started putting together some people together, and we're actually making some things happen in our group. And I wanted to share with you what we're doing. Remember, you said that you were trying to open up that daycare. Remember, you said you were looking to buy your house. Hey, remember you said you were looking to move to Florida, Texas, right? Those things require money. So our investment group, we talk about ways, simple ways to make money. I can't have that conversation with my cousin nor my mother. I cannot. The respect level is, it's not there. So who's going to come into this business and be attracted to what you're talking about would be a perfect stranger. You got it? Your cheerleaders may be there to support you, but doesn't mean that everybody's going to be going on the same ride as you. You are one of the 10% of the population that said yes. 10%, you guys. You guys are 10%. And you can't just put it aside and just say, oh, well, everybody does this. No, they don't. 90% is comfortable with day-to-day, being comfortable, not jumping on calls like this, and just seeing what's next on Netflix. That's 90%. You all have made a decision, so it's my duty to make sure that I'm enhancing whatever is needed to help you get to that next level. Whatever is needed to get you to the next level. That's my commitment, to make sure I'm helping you get to that next level, because this list is no joke. You want to frame this, you want to look at it every day and focus on, if I'm to be here, then I have to look at this every single day. Every single day. My number one is making and completing my movie. Number two is finish the movie. Buy 2 houses. Have $1 million in my savings account. That's investment account. No, nobody likes a savings account. Buy a white Model 3 Tesla. And the last one for number 2 was coach a team of over 1,250 people in I Am Mastery Academy. That's what I completed. My number 3 is 75%. I'm not a perfectionist, but I just know I can't get any closer to these goals if I keep giving up. And number 4, who am I committed to? My parents. My number 5, who are 5 people that are my cheerleaders: my dad, Justin Owens, Dan Bethay, another gentleman I've known for years, Trevor Otts, and then Charmin Johnson. Charmin is my best friend. No matter what I say, I'm like, girl, I made some mud shoes and I think we should be able to go in business together. She'll support the heck out of me. All right. But all of these people on your list, those are the people that you can go to and talk to about this business. So here's what you want to do. If these are your cheerleaders, those are the ones you go to and you move through them. All right. For example, Darla, on your list, if you wouldn't mind, who are 5 people that are on your cheerleading list?
They're all former colleagues of mine. So
Mhm.
one is Hilda Stevens, Tyler Ashworth, Lisa McCoy, Debbie Davis, and then Summer McKenzie.
Summer, I like Summer's name.
Mhm.
These are all people that respect you
Right.
and you respect them. When it comes time to talk about any new adventure or venture that you're going through, those are the ones that you want to go through and do something like this. Hey, Summer, just wanted to check on with you. How are you doing? Simple conversations. Listen, I am connected to a group of investors, and we're actually helping them get connected to buying houses, starting a business, buying cars, whatever their dreams are. Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone, Summer, that may be looking to make additional funds at home? Those are that's your go-to right there. And then I go to Debbie and do the same thing. Hey, Debbie, I'm connected to a group of investors. And we had a conversation. We were talking about money the other day, how to build your dreams, how to buy a house, how to get your car, how to start your business, how to travel, how to get your retirement repaid back. Do you know anyone, Debbie, that might be looking to work at home and make money at home? You guys see how that is, where you don't need a lot of people. You've got your cheerleaders right there, and you're going through Debbie, you're going through Summer, because Summer may
Right.
say, what are you talking about? I'm actually interested in it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go through people, people are excited to give you a referral all the time. If I go on Facebook right now and I'm asking for a plumber, do you know I'll have at least 17 of them? Oh, this guy's great. He's really good. Tell him I sent you. Hey, give him a call and tagging him. People are easy to give referrals. So typically when I'm presenting information, I don't say, hey, Summer, are you interested in making more money? That's whack. People can feel that a mile away. But if I go through Summer and just say, Summer, do you know anyone that might be looking to work at home and start making some money at home? Yes, lots of people. Awesome. Well, I'm going to be putting together a webinar and I'll follow back up with you so we can get some more of those people together so we can talk about that and get them going in front of this information. That's how it starts, but it's got to be genuine. It's got to be genuine, because if you're not experiencing it for yourself, you talking to your cheerleader is just going to be a waste of time, and they're going to feel that. They're going to feel it. But if you're genuine about what you're talking about, which I know all of you are, then it won't be a sale. It will be cordially respected. And that's why they're your cheerleaders. All right. Anybody have any questions on these? Anyone want to share any of the information from their 5? This is important. This is important. And I want you to remember, this is your information. This is not a test. This is not something where someone's asking you, give me, turn in your paperwork. This is a reality check. I already sensed a lot of things that are going on. It's uneasy, but it was necessary so that you can get this identified. When you wake up now, you have to have a purpose. Every morning when you wake up with a purpose. A video I just dropped today, Bravo by Lettucey. Lettucey is my favorite song. It was my turnaround song. When I went from depression, going through it, finishing my first book, and then finishing, I said, you know what? When I heard that song, I said, Lettucey, I'm writing my movie centered, and that song is going to be in it. So that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. So that song, and I said, how you do anything is how you do everything. Are you always showing up late? Do you show up early? Are you respectful of other people? Do you disregard other people's feelings? How you do anything is how you do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just be aware that those things that show up on a consistent basis, that is how you do everything. So how are you going to show up to money? Are you going to show up to the money late? Are you going to disrespect money? Or are you going to respect it the way you have been over the last couple of years? It's time to start now. There's no time like the present to start now. Good. Glad you liked it. It was necessary. So I wanted to just to make sure that we stay connected. You guys know where to find me. I'm not going anywhere, but I definitely want to make sure that we are talking if you need that. My line is open, mytradinglounge.com. If you go to mytradinglounge.com, you are able to schedule an appointment with me. And if you need to focus on these goals here, then let's make sure you schedule some time. So you go to mytradinglounge.com, go to contact, and schedule an appointment is right there. I'm here for you guys. Outside of this business, oh, they pay coaching. They have to pay the cost, and they understand why. Here, you guys are on my group, so you get that as part of being here. There's no extra, there's no pay at the end of our conversation. Hey, make sure that you click that link before we finish. No, but outside of this, yeah, my clients are paying $250 an hour minimum just to talk and get things situated like this. So I get to share this with you guys now so that a couple of months, you can definitely be a different person. All right. So real estate girl is secondary, coaching first. My first and last name is on Facebook. My first and last name is on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you need to get that, and that's my contact information as far as the website is concerned. Okay. There are some sites that I have been working on for some of you, like Lester and Maureen. I haven't done your site yet, but at least working on some social media pages, landing pages. I have been working on that for some of you. So if that's something that you need to get done, let me know so that we can get your profile out there on social media. Darla, I can't wait to see your page. I can't wait to see your page set up. And this is the magic. If you got to write this at the top of your sheet, say yes to yourself and the world is yours. Say yes more than you say no. Now, there's some times where you may need to say no to some other people, but you need to start saying yes to yourself instead of just focusing on my 9 to 5 says I just need to be here and that's all I can focus on. Don't focus just on the dollar. You focus on your gifts, focus on these 1 to 5 items here. And I guarantee you, you watch them every single day, they will manifest and they will start to come out. Those are the things that I help people bring that out. Okay. Those are the things that I help you bring that out of yourself through our coaching sessions. Okay. So Darla, yes,
Yes.
the event of the week is finally here. I get to see plenty of you. David Umanitier is going to be at the BWI Marriott tomorrow. Now he is in Texas. He lives in Texas. So when he travels, this man travels the world. But when he's in Maryland, we stop what we're doing and we go. Now it's only $15 for members. Guests are free. Guests are free. So if you have someone that wanted to come, bring them with you. Their life will be changed forever. When you're connected to a belief mentor the way he is, I mean, it's like this, my conversation is little compared to where he's going to take you. And definitely that's who you definitely want to get connected to tomorrow. So I'll be there between 6 and 6:15. I know I'll see many of you mask on, and we'll be there until he's done. Okay. Eat before you get there. So that won't be a thing of moving you all around. It's not going to be like till midnight. It's not like that. But certainly make sure that you are comfortable and just come ready to receive. This whole week is still a spiritual week, Holy Week. And I want you to make sure that you are receiving everything that he shares with you tomorrow. Everything, including this conversation here. So yeah, make sure you get your tickets. Prayerfully, everyone has theirs already. There's still time to get one. You can Cash App a ticket if you need to go. Look on our Facebook page if you need to get the Cash App address. But I posted the flyer up once again yesterday, just in case. So I'm
Lorie, do we just
Mhm.
Lorie, do we just show the Cash App
I
like
think so.
receipt as our
Mhm.
entry?
Yeah, I think that, and that's all we have.
Right.
That's all we have. So that's all we can do. So I'm
And
looking
did they
forward to
give us a concluding time? Did they tell us like it's from is it gonna last like 2 hours, 3 hours?
because the event begins at 7, so they say, I'm not sure if it'll start on time, but because it's a hotel, I don't see them being in there past 9 or 9:30.
Right.
So they'll be having a little bit of presentation in there, and David's also going to be in there talking as well. So yeah, so that's just it. Just eat beforehand.
Perfect. And is it in one of the conference rooms or we just ask the
We'll
front
know.
desk?
Yeah, we'll know when we get there. Just ask the front
Okay.
desk, and we'll just follow where all the people going.
Perfect.
Yeah, can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait. So yeah, so stay connected, everyone. Write this at the top of your paper, your notes, Marita, and put it somewhere where you can see it every single day. Don't forget you, because you say yes to yourself more and more, then it will become a reality. It is a reality already. Just remember, we can be childlike, but we choose not to be, because we think the children are acting crazy, the children are acting loud. Well, that's how exactly we need to be acting about our business, because these things aren't just going to pop off this paper with us acting like, okay, all right. Money flows where the energy is. And if your energy is not there, you're not bringing any focus to it, then the money's going to go somewhere else. It's going to go somewhere else. So bring your energy to that every morning and just say, I am a movie writer. I am making and completing this movie. I am getting 2 houses this year. Everything that you see on here, speak it in the present tense and watch what starts to happen. Watch who starts to come and appear in your life. Okay? Anybody have any questions before we leave? Safe travels tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're all good? Well, my night
Yeah,
is
this was wonderful.
good. Good, 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 good. I'm glad you got something out of it. We'll be back in the morning if you're going to be on to the harmonic scanner session. I'm doing little
Mhm.
bits of money and minutes. All right. And you still have other platforms that you do. The HFX platform is everything. Pay attention to that go live area. Your money is all in the go live areas. If you spend the time and 1 hour a day, at least 1 hour a day, focus on one educator, one, and watch what happens over the next 60 days, next 90 days. Your conversation about money will start to elevate. Even if you're making that 8% per day, are you going to smash the accounts every day? No. I lost a trade today. Am I going to stop trading altogether? No. Tomorrow's another day. We live to trade another day.
Mhm.
So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to continue that, because if I stop, then that's teaching me to stop and quit. So what I'm going to have to do tomorrow is 8:30. We're going to get things started. We're going to start with the harmonic scanner. I'm going to finish by doing some trading on my own. And I'm going to finish doing some research and listening to one of the sessions tomorrow. By 12 o'clock, then I can go focus on other things. But in the morning, I'm focused on my stuff. I'm focused on you all. That's it. After 11, 12 o'clock, then I can go out and get some ducats, some dollars, some bills. You should always keep money around you. Keep it around you, because then money will flow to you unexpected. Right, Marina? Money flows. This woman has had, I'm not even going to go into Marita's story, but she had an awakening. April 1st was a day she said, I'm done and have new start. New start. This woman has had nothing but miracles happen ever since she disconnected herself from a situation.
Mm.
And
Miracle.
can I share? I watched
Please.
The Secret one night, Lorie,
Oh,
and the guy talked about the bald head guy. I don't know his name, but anyway,
mhm.
it's on the movie The Secret. And he said he wrote out, I'm expecting $30,000 unexpected money. You talked about it. So I wrote it down, and I kid you not, last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday and Tuesday, I received unexpected money in total, maybe $6,000.
God
What?
dang.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
I kid y'all not.
Wow.
I kid you not. I
Oh
kid
my
you not. I wrote it
God.
down, and I write it down
Oh
every
my
night now.
So
Yep.
you
Oh my
watched The Secret. That unlocked what you needed to do. Was this after April 1st?
The Secret, I watched that before, right there, the 30th, the 31st, but it was after I had told me to make a date. I set the date, and I just started preparing,
Yeah.
and I heard him say it. I heard you say it somewhere else, and I just started writing it down. And
Mhm.
even on my planner this week, I have deposit 20,000 into my, my business account. But
Mhm.
from last Tuesday up until
Yes.
today,
Uh-huh.
now I spent some
God.
unexpected money today, but it's been the
Wow.
last 7 days was good.
But
That's good.
the art of it being deposited, it came your way when you released from that situation. When you
Yeah.
mentally release and then you physically release, then
Yep.
God can say, been waiting on you. Now all these things that were blocked and waiting for you anyway are now starting to come. So who's to say that 20,000 you're not done? All right? It's not
I'm
done.
not done.
Right.
Yeah.
But you put it out there and you said 20,000.
But when I
Mm.
released and I said it, honestly, I don't know if anybody likes roller coasters. You know, you go over that first hill and you're going down.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
The last 7 days has been like that because I'm like, okay, where's this money? And I get this email, and my account has been funded again and funded again. And I'm like,
Oh my
Preparation.
gosh.
It's preparation.
yeah,
It's all preparation. But it all starts here, ladies, gentlemen. It starts here. When you
Yeah.
disconnect and when you say yes to certain things and then you say no to other things, The world is yours. That's not kidding. So now you're focused on it. You wrote it. You're looking at it. You're being vigilant about it like it's mine. The universe has to send it to you. And it may not come in one lump sum. It may be 6 here, 2 here, 13,000 over here, but it's coming because you
Yeah.
already said it's yours. So this is the reason why this exercise, and thank you for sharing that with me, because I told you when you set the date, be careful because it's about to happen. It's about to happen. And as soon as you release yourself from a negative situation, it's going to pour in. You're gonna walk into an abundance
Yeah.
of what was always
Yeah.
waiting.
And
for
there's
you.
so much more waiting. It's just a matter of just being diligent and
Expect it.
still.
Just
Yeah.
expect it. And if you
But
watch
to
The
live with
Secret,
expectancy, I do live with expectancy because we
Yeah.
live we live in an abundant world and it's enough for everybody. You just got to go get it. It's already there. We just haven't went and gotten it yet.
that's right. That's right. And that's why I just shared with everybody, just whatever it is, write it out and expect it's already yours. It's already
Yep.
yours. So just be careful with what you wish for. Be very specific with it. If you're looking for a husband or a wife, don't just ask for, give me a man.
I did that too and got the wrong one. So don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that. Right. You got to be crystal clear with this navigation. How much
I
money,
couldn't get my money back.
where you want to deposit it? What kind of woman? What kind of man? Focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. You're focusing on what do I want.
Right.
And then just meditate and just focus on. But yeah, every time you watch The Secret, you're at a different mindset every time because you're going to hear things different every time you watch the movie.
Every time you get something different out of it.
Yeah, you will. So watch it again and definitely watch what happens because then you're more in tuned at that point. When you're in tuned with what you want, number 2 is going to come so much easier. That way, God can now deliver the right people to make these number 2s happen for everyone here.
Yeah.
You got it? All right.
Got it.
I gotta jump on my other call.
All righty. I'm getting on the road and I'll see everybody tomorrow night.
I'll see
Okay,
everybody.
see you tomorrow.
Have a great night.
Good night. Drive safe,
too.
everybody.
You too.
Thank
Bye.
you.